You have entered the Liberty Zone, where life, liberty, faith, and justice are cornerstones to the pursuit of happiness. In the Liberty Zone, we control our destiny. We control our bodies. We speak our minds. And facts and truth are absolute. Faith is real. In the Liberty Zone, we are free. Please enjoy and share your insight, your wisdom, anything you have gleaned from the Liberty Zone. Welcome to Messages to Hell. You are listening to a fictional narrative. Messages to Hell tells the tale of demons known as Succubi, or individually they are known as a succubus. The demon Succubi watch humankind and mortal earth, and they report back what they see to hell. They report on the success of the 7 deadly sins to the 7 princes of hell. Before we start, let's give some more background. Heaven and hell battle through humankind on mortal earth. They have complex rules that govern, that define how hell and heaven can interact with people and the world. And so, both heaven and hell have watchers as their eyes and ears, so they might report on what they see. These watcher reporters are like journalists, but for hell and for heaven. And they are the messengers between earth, heaven, and hell. There are succubi demons working directly for the princes of hell here on earth. And there are angels from heaven living among us here on earth. Both succubi and angels report on human affairs and on the influence heaven and hell are having on humankind and on the mortal plane, on the planet Earth itself. Most notably, how the 7 deadly sins are manifesting in humankind is of primary interest. Succubi, born of demon and mortal unholy unions, possess heightened demonic powers that allow them to communicate easily with hell. And the most powerful succubi can even travel between the planes of existence. They can travel between earth and hell. It is this special, rare kind of succubus that reports into a prince of hell as one of their messenger succubi demons. Messenger angels are simply blessed to communicate with heaven no matter where they are, be it on earth, in heaven, or in limbo, even in hell. An angel's connection to heaven cannot be severed. Messenger succubi and angels both live among us, though they are seen as ordinary people by others, unless, of course, the succubus chooses to reveal their true form. Watcher, messenger, angels, and succubi are deeply integrated in countries worldwide. They are in government and military. They are in manufacturing and supplies. They are in medical care and pharmaceutical industries. They are in companies and media. They are in banking, investment, and finance. They are even in energy, communication, and sanitation and transportation. The watcher messengers, both succubi and angels, are involved in everything, all so that they can observe and report on what they see. what's going on in the world where they are living in, all so that they can report on our world and the effects of the 7 deadly sins, all so that they can report on us. With that background, we are about to witness the Master Succubus, Divok Regnemarif, and her subordinate Succubi. She will communicate with their Dark Lords, the 7 Princes of Hell, where they will report on Hell's progress in influencing and shaping mortal Earth and humankind, where the Succubi will report on the success, again, of the 7 deadly sins. Master Succubus, Divok Regnemarif, has opened a portal, a communication link to Hell. Each of her Succubus subordinates have likewise opened a communication portal to Hell's capital, the city of Dis. In the city of Dis, the 7 princes of Hell listen to the progress and the application of the 7 deadly sins. Each of the princes of Hell are especially interested in how the sin that they personally own, that they are responsible for, is succeeding in corrupting humankind. Master Succubus Divok speaks.
Great princes of hell, I, Divok Regnemarif, humbly and admirably offer you this report on the mortal world in 2024, Earth time. Before getting into a summary report, let me share a huge achievement here on Earth. People, they are now generally en masse willing to sell their souls, as if it was a joke and nothing serious. They sell their souls for as little as a single night of fun or adventure. Most people have devalued or even rejected the concept of even having an eternal soul. Therefore, most people have no fear of selling their soul because of their ignorance. They have no fear of eternal damnation and torment in hell. Most people seem entirely ignorant of the reality of what they are doing with their God-given free will. And so, these people are remarkably, practically giving us their souls for free. They sign their souls away for so little in return. The puppets of hell, the puppets of you, the 7 princes of hell, your puppets, they have exerted impressive influence across the globe. Your puppets now wield the tools that they can use to destabilize the world and sow chaos and suffering. The puppet's work continues as the world is catapulting forward into self-destruction.
Well, now might be a good time to recap some additional details, add some texture. There are 7 individual messenger succubi. Each messenger succubus is subordinate and reports into one of the 7 princes of hell, and each prince of hell is responsible for one of the 7 deadly sins. The succubi watch and they report on each specific sin for their assigned prince of hell. The master succubus, Divok Regnemarif, is responsible for the oversight of all of the other messenger succubi and their summary reporting. And Divok is also responsible for the sin of pride itself. Okay, with that additional texture, let's get back to it. Let's get back to Master Succubus Divok and her report. Master Succubus Divok, messenger of the sin of pride, speaks to hell.
I am Master Succubus Divok Rick140, and my summary for the sin of pride is as follows. However, I will provide my detailed report on pride after we hear from the other messengers in the future. Right now, my summary report on the sin of pride is that people have devalued marriage and any pre-existing cultures. There is an increased value on personal and group identity and on people's superiority over other people. Indeed, people are quickly falling to the sin of pride, and they are falling very easily. Let's hear from gluttony now.
I am Succubus Gula Lubricam, and my summary for the sin gluttony is that people have devalued personal discipline and purpose, and they have devalued individual productivity. Further, they seek to have and use and consume without ever exerting any energy or effort. People value feeling good in the moment. They overinvest in themselves, in their theoretical future, family, friends, or anyone else, always overspending. They seek to take and enjoy, period. People encourage consumption and the dependence on others and the reliance on outside resources. Yes, people are fast becoming gluttonous, horrible people. Let's hear from Wrath.
I am Succubus Era Liciar, and my summary for the sin wrath is that people have devalued safety, life, and security. There is heightened anger and high crime and violence everywhere, especially in these difficult times for mortals, and especially in the tough, poor, marginalized, struggling communities and areas. Crime and suffering is rising faster, much faster than we had anticipated. It is fueled by global hate and war and a multi-tier justice in almost every country. There is fury, often over inequities and human desperation. People are very, very angry. They are full of wrath. We are successful. Let's hear from Sloth.
I am Succubus Ducidia Pagretia, and my summary for the sin sloth is that people are becoming intellectually lazy. They do not wish to use their cognition, much less their free will. They have devalued individual experience and critical thinking. Humans do not question their authorities or commands or directives. They simply follow the directions as they have been ordered and told. People, they are avoiding work and responsibilities. They especially hate hard work. They are entitled without expectation of effort to attain their desires and wishes. They are unproductive. They are lost to being self-absorbed in the me, selfie culture. People use personal and group identity and diversity to avoid responsibility and work. And they use it to denounce personal ethics and morality in others. They have eroded traditional and religious values, all to justify inactivity and avoid commitment. And there is an elevated value of social conformity. Further, there is an expectation of time served rewards or participation-based rewards, PBR. All of this is being evangelized as good by people. And these people, they are encouraging and teaching in schools and in workplaces and offices. They are teaching indoctrination. Indoctrination is underway for all ages and groups and organizations. Yes, people are sliding quickly into the sin of sloth. Let's hear from Envy.
I am Succubus Infidia Livor, and my summary is for the sin of envy. My report is that people have devalued hard work, talent, and learned skills. People are becoming entitled, and they are expectant of a free ride. They want what others have, without effort to earn or make it themselves. People are stealing what they desire, even with destruction, even death, without any consequence. And there is heightened group and individual jealousies, and it is heightened group identity division and hate. The sin of envy has afflicted and infiltrated very deeply into governments, groups, organizations, cultures, everywhere, worldwide. Immigration, smuggling, and human trafficking has exploded, driven by the sin of envy. Inside people just want to get something better than they already have. And better yet, they hope to get something that is better than what everyone else has. Well, let's hear from Lust.
I am Succubus Libidine Cupido, and my summary for the sin of lust is that people have devalued marriage, relationships, and love. There is a heightened value of pleasure and lust, and the pursuit of libertine, satisfying lifestyles. People are falling wildly into lust. People are using the sin of lust to entrap and to blackmail others. Promiscuity is evangelized as good in media and entertainment. The sin of lust is being taught, and the sin of lust is encouraged everywhere, with all age groups, adults and kids alike. And it is in all locations, from home to school to work to playtime. Lust is everywhere. Let's hear from Greed.
I am Succubus Avaritia and Vitosis, and my summary is for the sin of greed. People have devalued selflessness and sacrifice, and they have devalued charity. They have elevated the importance of personal gratification and reward People pursue greed over genuine contribution, over giving and sacrifice. People are using greed as a motivation for money laundering and stock and crypto market illicit trades and activities. They are using it to forge institutional manipulation steals of money from the naive, poor, everyday, common person. People have formed criminal groups and syndicates, all to coordinate large-scale theft, trickery, bribes, and threats. They use it to drive censorship and livelihood cancellation, even imprisonment, falsely, all again to make money and suppress their opposition, again so they can make even more money and have more power. People have inflicted abuses and harms on people for their personal and for their group-affiliated gains. Again, at the severe, horrific expense of others. The have-nots, the victims of greed by others, by elites, are prevalent. Homelessness, drug abuse, even suicide are way up all over the world. Most impressive of all, greed has propelled nations, countries into war, destruction, and death. And greed has propelled complex money laundering schemes and systems worldwide. The suffering, destruction, and death toll of greed is truly incalculable. Greed is proving to be a very powerful, lifelong affecting, influential sin. Greed is proving potentially to be the most powerful, lifelong affecting sin. This concludes my summary on greed's success in corrupting humankind.
Great princes of hell, I, Divok Regnarith, recognize that we have used all of the time afforded to us. And so, I will provide my detailed report on pride during our next session in the future. For now, please, great princes of hell, know this. The 7 deadly sins are now more effective than ever before. The 7 deadly sins have undone and undermined faith and morality across the world. The 7 deadly sins have put human faith in God to apocalyptic low levels. In summary, dark princes of hell, the 7 deadly sins are extremely effective and extremely successful. In conclusion, humankind is falling. Hell is winning in the fight to corrupt and to damn all humankind, all of humanity. It seems humankind is drawn to hell, like a moth is drawn to flame. Proudly I declare, hell is winning. And humbly, we sign off. We are away.
We are winning.